Hey everybody, welcome back to the factory of the Satisfactory. Hey, good morning. Welcome to this lovely Saturday as we stare down at the last buildings that are producing. Wow, I'm really just completely and utterly babbling at this point. Hi everyone, welcome. Morning. Try to get the brain into gear and use real words. Hey, yeah, we're looking down on some of our buildings here as we wait for the last of the items to get into our upload. If we have a look here in our dimensional depot, you can see that we are getting our ballistic warp drives. Oh, we have a bunch of expansion servers. I'm going to move those over so we can start bringing them back in again, because we do need 256, which is a weird number. So I'm just going to transfer these over into my personal inventory here, just to make room for the rest of them. So the ballistic warp drive is stuck at 69, it seems. Nice. So I'm going to go have a quick boo here, see what's going on with them. That should be in this lovely machine. And as I'm doing this, what are we doing today? Well, today we're finishing off getting the last of our items up to the space elevator to see what happens from there. So neuroquantum processors are having a struggle, so let's go find out where we're doing those. That should be on the top floor here. And then as we kind of just wait for the last of the items to go up, what are we doing here? Supercomputers. Of course, supercomputers are becoming a problem again. That would be this building. Just go around the factory, kind of clean things up a little bit, and then honestly, after that, try to figure out what we're doing next. What I was thinking of doing is, once I get all this kind of buttoned up and finished here, because the whole point of this playthrough was to get that built. I wanted to see what the last technologies were. I wanted to kind of experience them. That's why I kind of started in redid the restart in the forest there. So way back in the day, if you remember, we were over in the never getting inside the building. We were over in the Red Desert. There was a catastrophic case of stupidity where I lost my save file. So we did the restart in the forest here, and I did it into an area that I'm familiar with, and don't really have a super struggle with setting up, mostly because the point was just to get the stuff into the space elevator. Okay, so we are struggling on circuit boards here. Elevator. If I was an elevator, where would I be? Right over here. But, you know, now that we've done that, I'm thinking of maybe heading back into the Red Desert again, same spot, and trying again. Now, last time when I started, it had actually, you know, granted, been a bit since I had played the game. I actually stopped playing the game for a while. Everyone's got circuit boards. Because, you know, getting ready for the storyline and then, you know, doing my stream and stuff like that. Okay, so circuit boards are fine here. Circuit boards are fine. Circuit boards are... Oops, silica is struggling here. Silica is struggling here. So looks like my problem here is silica. So let's continue tracking the line here. Silica, you're coming up right through there. Let's follow you to your source. So yeah, I'm thinking of, with the checking out experimental. Now, I'm not sure. I think experimental has got the new update in it, which apparently has some new gameplay modes or changes or something. So, ow. So what I thought I'd do is take myself off to the Red Desert, go back into experimental. I will double check. Like I say, I haven't really looked into it yet. It's a kind of an awkward setup there. Yuck. And then doing that. But for today, right now, I just want to get through getting this stuff and getting some of our materials locked down. Okay, I'm going to quickly boop out of here. I want to grab my Lumen fix. Which again you can find in the description of the video. So the Lumen fix just kind of changes how the global illumination works here. So I'm going to go Control V, Paste in this command here. So this is r.AOG global1distancefield.MinMeshSDFRadius of 1. Don't know what the hell that means, just that it changes how the kind of global illumination, so our signs become more effective lights. Okay, you are making my silica, so you're struggling with quartz. All right, so the quartz supply is the problem. Quartz is coming up from here. What kind of belt? You're all Mark 5. Okay, see there? Yep, there's an interruption there. I don't like that. Okay, so quartz is being shipped in, and we are running out. Okay. Now, let's see. Where am I getting the quartz from? I'm just going to wait here for the train to show up. What's over here? Okay, I know where the quartz is coming from. All right, so the quartz is coming from back over there. How do I tell? Because it is also delivering me caterium, and it is also delivering me copper. And in that kind of corner, we have all three of them. Who are you? You better not be who. Why are you coming in with an empty train? Who are you? Ooh, that's the guy. But he's coming back with no caterium. So yeah, there's clearly something weird going on back there. So let's head back to the base and move our way over to the location and see what we can do. I've mentioned it in previous episodes, and I'll kind of mention it again, but honestly, this is... where am I going? This kind of fixing is one of my favorite parts of the game, is just analyzing a problem, finding a solution, and taking care of the problem. That's where I kind of get my fun from, or at least I get a good chunk of fun from. All right, let's take a quick trip down through the happy tube. I haven't set up a portal over here because, well, I've got a happy tube. That should deliver me into the right path. Yep, we're going this way, so it's a nice little expressway. Of course, we will probably take a lovely tour, hop on the rails, maybe just use the tube network just to get around and have a look at all our factories. Oh, and watch my frames just dive. Come on, man. All right, let's get into the console here. Let's go stat.fps. Nope, 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 nope. Ah! Stat. The space. FPS. Yeah, there it is. Don't. Okay. So yeah, I've dropped down to 17 frames again. That's not acceptable. So let me just do a quick fix here, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back with our 60 frames. Okay, so let's go see what's happening with our choo-choos. Okay, so that's our copper. That's our quartz. Is it just a matter of the fact that I'm drawing multiple people off the quartz? Is that where I'm running into my problem? Because now you're almost empty. And I've got you coming in. Yeah, you're just not picking up enough quartz. Where are you going? Where are you going? Nuclear quartz receiving. I think I found part of my problem here. Okay, well, let's get off that train. So that's where we're getting the problem, is that that guy's coming in. He's cleaning out the storage of my quartz, which is, of course, he's only taking quartz, so he's not affecting the copper. And that is not leaving enough in this other container. So what I think I'm going to need to do is this can only fill it so fast. So this is pulling quartz in, right? Yeah, so it's only doing 240 quartz. Oh, it's just, that's literally the problem. Okay, let's have a quick look at the map. Where else do we have quartz nearby? So I can upgrade you. What are you, Mark II? Yeah, you're only a Mark II as well. Yeah, let me out the door. So there's quartz just around the corner here. Let's grab a little quick bing. Yep, there it is. So I have a quartz node there. I think all I need to do here is let's just do some major belting upgrades. First off, you're only on a Mark IV belt, so let's get you up to a Mark V. All the way along the line. Actually, that's a pointless exercise, mostly because... No, we're going to keep you down here to Mark IV. It's because it looks nicer. And then we will put a second input into this here. So let's get ourselves a hut. Where else is this? Is that another? Is that the other quartz right here? Yep, that's the other quartz right there. Okay. So we can grab our huts and put her right here on the pad. Make sure it's all prettified and can move through here and centered, so you're not centered. There we go. We're not running through the train. Of course we're running through the train. So we will not be putting anything right there. We were going to be going over to this guy. Now let's put the machine in. Grab a Mark III. We'll point you that way. I'm just also going to pop into the hut over here. And while I'm here, I might as well upgrade this. I'm not putting in any power shards, mostly just because I don't want to. They use more power. See, now I can kick everything up to 400. What are you doing? You are doing a Mark IV. So yeah, everyone's doing 480 there, so that's good. We just need to add volume, not speed necessarily. Okay, one more time. Grab a copy of the huts. I love the nudge. I love nudging the machines. Best thing they ever added to the game is the ability to nudge your buildings. Nudging your buildings. Okay, sure. That looks nice and centered. Get out of that mode and let's see what you're gonna do when you eventually do it. You're gonna do only 240. Screw it. Let's put a couple in there. I know what I just said, but this is not a good a node as the other node over there, which is a better node. This is a normal node. That is a pure node. So we have to compensate, and I just want to really make sure I'm getting more than enough. Actually, you know what? I don't think I need to do... I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go with the 480 that's over there. So I'm at a 240. That's 480 that is being added to the system flow. That should be sufficient. So we just need to now power you. Which way are we going to bring the power line over? Where are we getting the power from? Let's say right through here, we're going to connect everything up through with some stairs. So we're going to go into here. Grab some stairs. Like so. And we can grab one of these guys here. Put you right there. Put you at the top of the stairs so people don't get them to break their damn fool necks. We'll go right here, except we've got a 45. So we'll just grab that, and I want to tuck you back into the corner just a little bit better. Yeah, sure. That can come all the way down to here. Just kind of thinking about the foot trafficking. That sounds like some sort of organization that smuggles feet. That can go there. Now, what, Mr. Column? What are you doing? Oh, you're supporting the curve, and that's why you're kind of sticking out weird. That's fine. Okay. Which means I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take that one out. Hey, little buddy. I never did find a Mac. Or Z. Yeah, let's go like that. I'll put that there. Get rid of this one. And then we grab the 45. Back him to the corner again. Grab that, and then we can run you to here. Grab that 45 again. Oh, hi guys! There's a whole freaking colony of them here. There's like 4 little beggars. What's wrong with you? Are you working? Oh, you're just watching me? Okay. Well, I don't want to... There's another... Holy cheese! Well, if you're ever looking to make some doggo friends, I think I found the colony. One... Oh, good lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10. And then whatever the hell that thing is. What is this thing? Hello? Hi. Who are you? Hi. What you doing, little fella? Okay, big fella. Ignoring me, that's what he's doing. Anyway... Now for that little adventure here, let's finish getting our ports plugged in. Hey, good morning, Lee. How are you today? Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a spawning glitch or anything on those guys, that's for sure. Okay, let's just clean all that up. There we go. Let's find our stairs again. And we're gonna go... Come on, there we go. And nice wide staircase. Grab our lights again. Let's make sure we're using this one, like that. And then we can start running our power lines. And you can go to there. And let's try not to freak the poor little fella out too much. Now, if I had some easier way of transporting him. Don't really, though. Well, you know what? We'll just leave them alone. Okay. So, let's now start moving our quartz over to the container, which is currently being loaded. And that is our main train. So this is the one that we are trying to make sure he's taking a proper load with him, which is why we're adding the extra quartz, so that we can get our computers. See, yeah, he's just loading 212. That's just not nearly going to be enough. Oh, that sounds awesome, man. Nice, nice. Well, I'm glad you had a good day. Always nice when they're not, you know, horrible disappointments. Okay. Let's see. How do I want to run this line, and where do I want to tap it in? Yeah, see, like I say, there's going to be a lot. These are the kind of things that I want to go around to the various locations and fix. Is just, you know, things that aren't properly touching the ground, things that are just kind of floating, you know, magic beans kind of stuff. I could really just use a regular actual wall hole there, just to be different, but we're going to use that. Pardon me. Scratchy throat. Okay, okay, focus, man. Focus! Let's put you right there. Grab one of you. So you can deposit your wares into theirs. Like that. And I don't care that they don't quite line up underneath here, because that doesn't really matter. As long as I can go like this, go like this, go like that. And like so. My arm is coming out of my forehead. Okay, not anymore. Alright, so you... Let's see if I put you right here, flip you into straight mode. I'm thinking we're going to go right through here. I was hoping for grandkids would have been there, but the other parents have family going to... Oh. You got grandkids? You lucky bastard. You know what I got for grandkids? A dog. You know what I'm going to get for grandkids? A dog. Yeah, my kids are of that really don't really kind of plan on having their own kids. So, yeah. No grandkids for me. Two? Nice. Lucky bastard. Not that I necessarily blame the kids. It is what it is. But I wanted to spoil grandkids. I mean, it's why we put up with our kids for their raising them, isn't it? So we can have, so they make us grandkids, so we can spoil them and get back revenge and all the things that they did to us. But then you have grandkids, so anyway. Let's finish getting this set up. We'll come to the top of the stairs here. Like that, and then we'll go to the outside of this column here. Oh, it is what it is. I'm not, we're not too, you know, oh my god. But it would be nice. And you know what? Things may yet change with them. Young people, you know, they say one thing, they make their plans, but things change. Priorities change, opportunities change, and I do not want them just for the sake of because it's what they're supposed to do. All right, there we go, and then we can connect you into there. Let the quartz flow once I connect this belt. Mushroom. Yeah, fine. It's fine. All right. You go to there, and then we go in through there, and then we can connect you up. And oop, and oop, and oop. Can I get to a... You're not going to shift over, are you? Fine. There you go. Okay, so let's see if this takes care of the quartz, which then takes care of the circuit boards, which then takes care of the computers, which then takes care of... That is way too high up. Let's try that again. There we go. I'm going to disconnect temporarily so I can come into the lower rung here. That looked a little bit tall. On a lighter note, I had an interesting idea for that project we were discussing. Oh, cool. We are going to keep it vague. We'll call that a teaser to anyone else watching. You know, I'm never coming back here, probably never going to look at this again, and yet I'm still going to have to make it look a little better. Okay, there we go. Oh, someone's loading up. Which is one of him again. Oh, yeah, see, he's getting a full load. Where are you going? See if I can intercept him. You're coming back with a bunch of quartz. Let's hit Q. Now we're going to the Western Desert Copper. Yes, okay, we're heading back there. Why are you not bringing any Caterium with you? Because I didn't add it to your route. Whoops. Shouldn't you be going getting me some Caterium at some point? Yeah, you should. But we're gonna add that. So it's gonna finish this trip. It's gonna go to get Caterium. Then it's gonna go get that. Okay. Well, I haven't ridden a train in a while, so let's ride this rail all the way back. So the one thing about not using the pass signals in this roundabout, ooh, yeah, that was a hard break. I was about to say is that the trains can get through a lot quicker, but yeah, that was a bit of a problem. He could have kept going if there was a path signal, but I don't feel like fighting with my path signal. That's, again, the other thing I'm going to do differently. I think I discussed this last week, is just do things. I did this as kind of just to get to the end. So some of the decisions that I made were not necessarily the best decisions. Like my overuse of roundabouts. Roundabouts are quick and easy to get your trains moving. They come at a cost, and that is the efficiency of the movement. And you saw that back there. You can see it here, how it's slowing down. And there goes half my frames again. Come on, recover. Oh, okay, cool, recovered. And I'm going to do a double episode of Lazy Engineering. Have had no time this week. Okay, cool. Like, you shouldn't be slowing down that much. But the path signal won't register until it gets past the block signal, and just a whole bunch of reasons. So what I'm thinking is just taking the challenge of the Red Duster, because it was a fun challenge. It was not easy out there. Resources are a lot more limited. And then just when I get back to the rails, just do my rail stuff a lot easier. Or at least a lot better. In other words, go back to using clover leaves and turbine interchanges and all of the fun stuff that can just really maximize the flow of our material. Now, do I hop out here, or do I want to run the... No, I'm going to hop out here. I want to have a quick poo. All right, so the quartz is definitely empty. I'm going to run upstairs, see if that efficiency... So last time we were here, the computers were running at a 63% efficiency. So in other words, they're being starved of their quartz for 37% of the time. And it's dropped. Okay, so we're still definitely struggling here. Who's hovering? There he goes. Staircase. Don't run on stairs. Remember safety first. Quartz is on this side. Alright, you guys, how we doing? Still really starving for that silica, which means we haven't caught up with the system yet. So let's go further down. Another floor, or 2, or 3, or 4. Not that button. And the quartz should be processed over here. How you guys doing? You're all copper. I think I gotta go down one more floor. Yeah, so you guys are definitely fine. Where the heck am I processing that quartz? Oh, I am going further down. Convenient hole in the wall. Let's patch that up. Alright, I think this is the floor that I want. No one saw that. That didn't happen. Alright. No, what? Am I just... Huh? Oh, here we go. Okay, everyone's got quartz, are getting there. You're still trying to catch up. Alright. Honestly, I have no idea how much frickin' silica I actually do need, but based on my numbers, this should have been enough. And this one is... So, yeah, we are starting to catch up, okay. right, I think that solves the quartz problems. All right, that is definitely got my quartz flowing again. So let's get back up to the top floor here. Let's take the elevator this time, so we'll just hit the old call button. Come down to see me, Mr. Elevator. Here we go. And top floor. That's the stairwell. Hello, Mr. Computer. How we doing? We're still... Okay, so I need 30. Okay, so I'm going to need 60 circuit boards. I'm just going to do some back math here. Let's drop down to the circuit board, make sure we've got enough numbers coming up on that. So I need 60, 60, 60. 60, 60, 60. You are doing me circuit boards, so you're doing 12. 24. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Which is 76. What is 6? What is 6 times 12? 24, 48. Yeah, 72. So I have more than enough production of it, but just not getting enough silicon. And I need 26.4. So 26.4 times 6 is 158. Yeah, see, why am I not seeing my silica come up? So we'll drop down one more set of floors here. Let's see, that should be that floor? And that was my silica production. Yep, look at that. You can see all the... Okay, so everyone's now full of silica. What number was I looking for? 158. And that's 37.5. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 37.5 times 8 is 300. So there is no reason why there should not be more than enough silica flowing into my feed system. And 0 interruptions. 0 interruptions. Let's use a belt counter down here. We go into our organization. No, we don't. We go into our logistics. Conveyor throughput. And we'll put monitor right there. Come on. So I am expecting a number of 300, and that looks a lot like 300-ish. Okay. Now you're not getting split off into anything else, right? Let's just make sure. Oh, no, we are, in fact, looks like we are shedding some of them. So some of them are going, yeah, okay, there we go. That's a bit of the problem. So you're going into the computers, right? Or the circuit boards. Yes, you are going into the circuit boards. Where's this other one going? You're going up here. What are you going into? You're going into... No. No, that's not right. Where did the... Oh, silica's going that way. which are then feeding up into these machines here. Okay, so how much am I holding back on the system? So you need 35.625. 1, 2, 3, 4. 35.625 times 4. 142. I should be making enough, but let's let the system run for a few minutes. I'm going to be right back. I just have to take a quick talk first, push button second. Sorry, guys. I'm going to take a quick bio break here. I'll be back in a minute. All right, sorry about that. I am back. Okay, how we doing? You guys... Oh, you're full. You're full of silica. You're full of silica. You're full of silica. That's good. That's what I was hoping for. What about you guys? You're getting full. You aren't quite there yet. So we're struggling still just a little bit here. So what we can do for that... Thank you, Lee. I'm just going to increase the output on a few of the machines for the silica, and that should get everything flowing again. Okay. I went to the wrong floor. Because of course I did, but my computers are getting caught up again. How about you? Yeah, so you're up to 98%. You are still struggling. Okay, that means... How many circuit boards did I say I needed? 60 of them. Okay, yeah, we're making enough. Right? Did I get that number right? Yep, 60. Yeah, so we're definitely struggling here still. There we go. All right, let's pop that back down again. I just want to do a quick count, make sure I do actually have enough circuit board machineries doing their machining. So yeah, you're doing 72 is what you should be doing. I'm remembering the math now because it was so long ago. And again, my hand is coming out of my forehead. That floor. And right over here. How's everyone doing in the old silica department? Everyone's full. Everyone is running at 100%. Excellent. You are catching up. But, you know, let's go and put one of those and one of these into there, and let's see what that does to the flow of the quartz. If we look underneath, the quartz is complete and utterly stopped moving. Now that could be because there is a choo-choo below me. Which is easy enough to find out. Ow. Hit the wrong button. Yep, there's a choo-choo down here. I think there's been a couple of choo-choos down here. Yeah, you're going to deliver everything? How much are you delivering? That is the question. A goodly amount. Okay. Now the question is, am I getting an overall good flow? Oh, you notice that there's deuterium on the back there again. Let's have a quick ride back to the quartz, and just to make sure that everything is working fine back there. And I'm giving the system kind of time to run out a little bit. Come on, switch over. Why? I should not have to get right up against you before you let me go. Yeah. Went from loving roundabouts to not being so fond of them. Okay, we got some traffic up ahead here. Oh, no, it's cleared out. I think maybe what I could do... Are you moving yet? Yeah, you're moving. I mean, I could put another signal a little further up here, but screw it. It's all fine. Don't like the stutters. But still holding at our 60 frames, which is where exactly it should be. Oh, so many little things that are now kind of annoying me. Like that tube back there that just clipped through. Actually, you know, I've got the 6x6 blueprinter now. So one of the reasons why... I think I might go around and replace. I'm going to see if I can come up with an easy way of replacing those roundabouts. Guys, like I say, not fond of them. I may not be able to replace all of them. Oh my god, there goes that frame rate. Oof. And we're back. Excellent. Ish. Yes? No. I think I should probably change this order up a little bit. Yeah, let's save that change. Means we are going to be skipping. I might actually take over this one. Yeah, I'm going to change the route. Let's turn off self-driving. I'm going to manually drive this train. So you can manually drive your trains. All you got to do is just use your WASD. So if I wanted to, so you can see there's that signal is pointing to the right. I'm going to hit my left or my A key. That's going to give me that. I'm going to hit my D key. That's going to switch the switch over. Make sure again I'm just following the directions. So A and D is to set the switch in front of you. Now lining up here, you just basically want to make sure you're within the station. So I got to back up a little bit here. Come to a complete stop. And does it say... No, I'm not quite all the way in. There we go. So it says F to dock. So now I can push F. That'll give me that load of quartz, because I cannot send this guy back without a load of quartz. I'm going to let it go back on its own. Oh, I got to turn this self-driving back on. Yeah, there we go. So now it should go over to the Caterium again. But that should be better. That way it's not kind of doubling back on its own self. Where am I getting radiation from? Got a rock around here. Okay. Not super fun me switching the auto drive in the middle of its docking setup, so it's kind of doing it again. At least the sounds are playing for it. All right, how many we got? We almost got a full load. Good. What is going on back here? Why am I not seeing quartz moving? Hello? Oh, the frames. Really? Seriously, man? Like, what the hell, dude? You're working like perfectly fine. Thank you. And I got a lovely 16 frames per second. That's cool and awesome. All right, I'm going to take a trip back to home base. Yeah, never did get into the swamps here. Didn't find a lot of reason. Yeah, so I didn't really use a lot of the map this time, did I? I just don't like mega factories. Otherwise, I would be using the full map. So if I am going to restart, I am definitely thinking I might do it a little bit differently. Oh, missed my turn. Guess we'll just have to go over the the bridge there. I don't really think I'm going to be fixing my frame rate at this pace. Oof, this is painful. What's even more hilarious is that this used to be what games looked like back in the day, just without even as much graphic. Oh well. Let's lay on the brakes a little, make sure we flip to that side. There we go. Deposit ourselves to the teleportation! And away we go. And I'm not getting my friends back anytime soon, am I? Alright. How we doing over here, Quartzies? Well, you're empty. That's how we're doing. Who are you? What are you hauling? Okay, you're hauling my steel. I need my quartz train. Where is my quartz train? All right, it just finished in the autosave, so I'm going to do a quick cycle out here. So I'm just going to go to exit the main menu so I don't have to do a save, because it just did a save. Because that frame rate is killing me. There we go, we're back up to 60, so we can just go right back in like nothing happened. Come on. Come on, you can do it. And load. Yay! The only thing that really makes this not super painful is the fact that I am running an SSD, so my save times are a lot faster and my load times are a lot faster. Okay, how we doing in here, machines? Why are you yellow? Because you're out of quartz. More quartz. Gonna do a little bit of mapping here. 33.75. I know these machines are actually producing more, but yeah, so I should be bringing in well more than enough quartz at this point. And the fact that I'm not, where the hell are you? No, you're not it. Where is my quartz train? Hello, Mr. Quartz Train. Let's hide these. Trains. Trains. I have a lot of trains. I have trains that I did not properly label. That is bad. Well, I think I might hear pulling in at this point. Hello? Yep, there it is. Okay, go. Before you dock up, I want to have a quick boo. Okay, so you're almost carrying a full load. That is the same one. So you haven't gone back, but you did go get your cateriums. I don't have any quartz around here, do I? Probably not. I mean, it also seems like I'm... quartz. Yeah, see, there is quartz. Every last bit of this quartz here is underground, which is no good to me. I do have a quartz over here. Nope, that is a Samor. I have a crate back there. I hate crates. Yeah, it really isn't much of a better place of... That's a Samor. That's down in the... there. That's not too far off. Oh, wait. No, that's exactly the furthest away I could possibly get. Never mind. All right. You are certainly unloading quick enough. The question is, are you loading enough? Who are you? Who are you bringing? You're my quartz. You're more quartz. You're not nearly full as I'd like you to be, but... And quartz, copper, and caterium. Okay. Okay, let's let that kind of sort itself out. Let's go have a boo. Yeah, let's put a pillar in there at some point in time. Gonna have a boo. Let's see how we're doing in the old factories. Let's go up here. And see how you're doing. Yeah, see, there you go. You got 114 circuit boards now. You've got 114 circuit boards. You've got 5. But you are getting better. You've got 6. But you are getting better. I'm setting up my body. Setting up my mooting environment computer is taking forever. Right, I don't quite follow that there, Lee. Okay, so those guys are definitely improving. It's still going to take a while. I'm going to have to give it some time to sort out. In the meantime, let's run back over here. Modding. Oh, okay. How you doing? Oh, you're back up to 100%. Perfect. Okay, so those guys are now processing, and the whole reason we wanted to check that is I see struggles over here, and it is still my neuroquantum processor. I need 4 of those. How many am I actually making? That might be something I should look at. Because if I need 4 and I'm not making 4, I'm going to continually have problems. I'm making 3. Ha ha ha! I need to make 4. Oh, we're going to increase you. And the supercomputers, I need 2. But we are up to 100% again, which is good. Okay, well, let's go back over to the supercomputers. Supercomputer, I'm going to need you, shining like a bomb. You're making 1.875, 1.88. How many did I say I need? I don't remember. 2 of them. And yeah, I'm making more than enough. Okay, so I am making. Okay, now high-speed connectors are becoming a problem. All right, what's your problem? You still are having problems with your circuit boards? Okay, so back underneath we go. Circuit boards and high-speed connectors are still being problematic. Let's call up our elevator. There you are. And we should be able to just drop down to this floor. And you are okay. You are full. Why are you full? Why are you full? Because there's no belt connecting you. See, it helps when all your machines are actually outputting. Okay, you're good. You're good. And you're good. Okay, Mr. Circuit Boards, what are you making me? And limiters is good. And limiters is good. Everything's, yep, flowing nicely. And by I mean flowing nicely is that the line is choked up, which means we are producing more than enough. Still struggling on some silica here. It actually looks like it's almost getting a little bit worse again. So we're still getting some interruptions. Let's go down again. Okay, so that's all the copper stuff. This is my silica stuff. All right, you're all copper. How we doing here? Looks like everyone's getting their quartz now. Okay, well, quartz is now being delivered again. Am I feeling cheeky? You know what? One summer sloop. I'll eat the power on that one. You making weird... You make weird noises now. Okay. Quickwire or Caterium is flowing fine. I'm going to take you out of here and instead put you in here. .3, 6.8. Wow, that is a massive power jump. But again, I want to make sure I've got enough going through. That's the whole point of those things, is to fine-tune your system, so I'd be stupid not to do it. Okay, how we doing now? How do I get out of here now? Let me out! Why do I not have a door on this side? I should have a door on this side. Let's put a door on this side. Where do I have my doors? There's a door. Sure. Right there. Okay. And I just literally aimed for that, ran into it for no reason but to troll myself, apparently. Okay, how are we doing over here? We could check our inventory. Well, that's another 150, so I think I've got all of these now. So there's my 250 and 256. Excellent. Ballistic warp drives. We're now past the halfway mark. Drop those off. What else we got? Oh, look at that, 9 already showed up, so let's grab those. Okay, so I've got my AI expansion server. Now I just need the rest of my ballistic warp drives, which are these guys right over here. And looks like he's just firing up for another cycle. How are we doing? 89%. We're starting to get there. How you doing over here, my friend? What are you making? Anyway. Your superposition oscillator. 94%, that's good. 95%. I finally got my supercomputers flowing. You know, I could be doing. I mean, what's the point of carrying them around in your inventory if you're not going to use them? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Not sure why I had to repeat that 3 times, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so 55 megawatts. Oh, but you need 4 and I only have 3. Never mind. Yeah, so you're only at 67% still. Why? Why? Why circuit boards? Why are my circuit boards still struggling here? I'm making more than enough of them. I am only making 60. Let's actually make sure I'm not sending them off to... Ooh. I just clued into something. I may not be getting all of them into the computers. Am I utilizing them anywhere else? So, that's rubber, that's quick wire, that's the circuit board line here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trace my circuit board line and make sure that we're not sharing these for anything else. That they are in fact all going into these. Okay, so there's the main line coming upstairs right here. How can I tell? Because there's a bunch of computer circuit boards on it. Then comes down in through here. Goes through here. And that is splitting some of them off. Aha! Where are you going? You are in fact going up to my AI limiters, because that's what's above me, isn't it? Yep. For my high-speed connectors. Aha. Aha. Alright, so it's 60 plus. Oh crap, I already forgot what number it was. 2.85 times 4. 2.8 times. Right. 2.85 times 4 So I am making technically enough. At 72 circuit boards, that should be enough. However, not quite. What would happen? Why don't I just go like this? Like literally increase the button numbers by a tiny amount. So that's 73. 74, because you're full of silica now. And there we go. So that's 74 now. I think we're finally getting caught up here. All right. I think I finally got, yeah, I'm thinking I finally got my silica. As you can see here that there's 83 in storage. It only needs 11. It won't start until it has more than 11. But that number is going up. This number should continue going up. I know you're working. Yeah, so you've got 88. You are full of silica. That means all of that excess silica is now going to go into here. We are finally saturating the system because, you know, that's the one drawback. I am using the manifold overflow. I'm not balancing or anything like that on these feed lines. And if you are going to use this kind of system, one of the things you really do have to do to make sure your end machines continue to work, and you can kind of see that's what happened here, is that you can get starvation happening. So you kind of have to oversaturate whatever feed line you have. So if I need, for example, you know, let's just say 50, I'd want to run 55 through. So it just kind of pushes the system a little bit stronger. And that just makes sure that we are always getting more than enough flow back here, because now I'm getting all of my circuit boards. You are full up of both my silica and my circuit boards. These high-speed connectors were a bit of a problematic, weren't they? Yeah, so that's all working now. And I've spent an hour and a half just fixing this stupid line. But that is the fun of it. Oh, there is absolutely no light in here. No, before I go anywhere, let's get a light fixture in here. Let's put you right there. There we go. That's better. Okay, so how my computer's doing? 100. 65. Still not quite catching up, but we're getting there. Very, very slowly. Come on, you got this. See, it needs that fourth in there. Still not quite keeping up, are you? You had the 4 this time. It's got to get up to 8. You're not moving. Why are you not moving? This is the exciting part. Yeah, see, there you go. It's still not quite. Okay, is there anything I can do differently to help this along? because nothing is actually satisfied. Okay, so as I said, this is a prime example of where manifold and balancers really can make a big difference. So right now, half of them are going that way, half of them are going that way. I think what I need to do here... Okay, so what's happening is out of the three that go into this, one goes into one machine, one goes into that. But these guys are getting shared across 4 machines. So this is what is known as a 3x4. Really a bit more challenging to balance. What I can do... Actually, yeah, what I can do is let's make these guys a little bit more even. I'm going to take all of this temporarily out of here. I'm going to grab that splitter, lift you up like that, and we can take you. Now the machine's going to keep running for a little while because they do have their own internalized stock, so I'm not too worried that I just crashed the system. I did this wrong again because that's exactly what I just had, and it's not what I want. What I want is that. Then we can put this guy back in. There we go. So now I'm going to grab myself a merger. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip this merger, or no, another splitter. I'm going to hit the right button at some point in this lifetime. All right, so we're going to put another splitter halfway between these two. Go? Is that right? Are you guys lined up? Nope, you're not quite. Gotta come over by one. There we go. Like so. Then we can take our belts. What this is going to do is just give me a little bit more even distribution. So my circuit boards are going to come. Oh, I hate that. I just noticed that these belts are clipping each other. Don't like it. So we're going to do that. We're going to pull those out of there. We're going to grab you. We're going to go to... we're going to go to here. Then we're going to plug you back in. And then I'm going to downgrade the belts. That. And then I take you into... No, we go from you into you. And then we're going to upgrade the belts. So... Alright, so that should give me a little bit more even distribution. So now for every one that goes in here, for every 4, 2 go that way, 2 go that way. I just need to now connect this guy back up into this end machine here. Like so. And everyone should be getting evenly fed now. All right, so that should kind of even these machines up there. And you can see that it definitely is looking a lot more kind of regular on that feed. Okay. How we doing now? No, wrong door. The thing is, I can go get my golden cup once I get this last of this stuff uploaded. All right, you've got 32 circuit boards. You've got 35 circuit boards. You've got 200 circuit boards. You've got 179 circuit boards. There is nothing here slowing you guys down anymore. I mean, yes, you were shut down for a little bit. That's why the number is low, because I had them disconnected and they didn't have a surplus. These guys managed to write it up because they did indeed have that surplus. Alrighty. Yep, so now you've definitely got enough in there. We're at 100% on the supercomputers. And why? Why? 7.5. I need 15 computers. Am I making enough computers? 3.75 times 4. 3.75 times 4 is 15 computers. I am technically making enough of these. However, one of these couldn't hurt. I might break some other things, but let's see what happens here. Even if it's just temporarily to get it, I know I can. I've now stress tested at a higher value, so because I want to make sure that we get some enough excess in here. Now I could actually preload. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me do this. Let me help it along a little bit by throwing a bunch of computers actually in there. So at least it keeps running, because there is enough being made to maintain, just not enough to kind of get past this little hump. So just like sometimes on a pump you have to prime it, I'm going to prime that pump. So that means I should be able to go back here. Everyone's still kind of holding in together. Let's do that, because again, I balance things out pretty tightly. So I'm going to take that out of there. So now, yeah, this should be able to maintain now. Okay. Let's run back over. Whee! Go over here. Whee! Which is ironic, because I actually have all these. I've been chasing this for... I don't need them. They're done. They're working. It's this guy. Who's making dark matter crystals? No, who's making what? You're making my ballistic warp drives. You have full of everything. I am literally just now waiting for you guys to do 1 per minute. Don't have any more singularity cell or thermal sloops. But everything here is working. Okay. How we doing? Are we getting close? There's another 16. I need 200 of them. That is 125. Okay, well, we'll let them keep doing their thing. All right. Well, that's gotten that functional. Now, let's start looking at how we want to kind of clean everything up here. Basically, time to put in some walls. All right, so what do we got? Let's just work on the front fascia here. So that is actually, pardon me. That's all pretty good there. I think we're fine through here. Take that out. Yeah, that's fine there, but we are going to start enclosing it in here. Okay, we'll take this wall out. And finish extending this line down. scoot you which way? Nope. That way? Yep, I'll scoot you up a couple. Because then I can go down to there. Gotta make it look pretty. That's the phase we're at. And then we come down by that. And then we use our nudge. And there we go. Do I want to keep this open? I am going to keep that part open. But we're now going to start running some walls. And then you go up to there. I'm going to change the top here to that. Mostly because you can see the edge poking through at the top when you look down at the foundation. So I don't like that. So I usually kind of bury it in. And I'll show you what I mean in a second here. So if I take this wall here and just go up the full height. Mind you, I'm not going to see it. You can sometimes see this wall edge poking through here, but actually it looks like we're okay. So it's not terrible. I'm not going to change what I did so far, but we can come through here. We don't want to just wall it all off. We do want to keep some windows in here, so let's go to here. We'll use the same window we're using there, again, for consistency. And get all of you into place. Go 1 by 2. How are we doing on our quartz now? Ooh, see, you're leaving with still quartz on board. Yep, I think that's they've got our quartz all sorted out now. Excellent. And let's just finish getting these walls in. Looking forward to seeing what happens. Okay, what is going on up here and how do I want to fix it? Pretty straightforward, actually. We'll just wrap the street around. Like so. And like so. Grab you and put you here. Like so. Okay, while that's doing that thing, I'm going to take another quick break here and another bio break and refill my coffee cup and, you know, circle of life and all that fun stuff. That is a bright pillar, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Ooh, I just looked across the way. Love my little factory up there. That's actually one of my favorite ones. Okay. Where were we? We were down here putting in some walls and waiting for the last of our stuff to show up or get made so we can unleash the elevator. But in the meantime, we can continue working through here. Now. I don't want to just big, long wall. I'm going to go to there. Let's grab one of these guys. Should probably do a count. So from that corner is 6. That's 8. So that should be 6 now. Yeah. Don't think I want a segment that big. We're going to do that. And then just to kind of gussy it up a little bit, we're going to do a little bit like that. Like that. Autosave just kicked in, so we had the usual little stutter going on there. That would be 6. And then we go to 6. And we'll go all the way to the end here. Oh, no, we won't, because it won't reach all the way to the end. And let's grab you. And we gotta go across here. Put that row probably in the wrong place. But you know what? That is okay. Because we don't want just the same pattern repeating over and over and over. Here we go. Okay, we need to do something in this corner here. Running out of power. All right, what do I want to do here? Aw, you're adorable. Okay, what do I want to do here? What am I gonna do here? What am I gonna do here? I want to get some sort of pillar support. But I don't want it to look boring. That's the other thing that is coming in apparently in 1.2 is we're getting some, hopefully we're getting some new wall blocks, like half walls, quarter walls. Something. Oh, that coffee is really hot. All right, you know what? I think I'm just going to go kind of a little bit old school here. So we're going to use one of these. Grab our big concrete pillar, make sure we're on zoop, and slide her down to the ground. Like that. And then we'll put another one in. And we're going to have to zoop you, or nudge you. There we go. Let's put one here. And we'll put another one here. And then we can go back to zooping. Big concrete pillar. Big concrete pillar. And big concrete pillar. I don't mind these being kind of set into the ground. because it just gives me the vibe that, you know, countersunk, that is upside down. Why are you upside down, you dirty bastard? Thank you. Because, you know, these foundations would be sunk into the ground and whatnot. Clearly, I'm going to have to do a lot more. You know, actually, that kind of worked out for me. Is this a preset? It is. We have a preset. Cool. I don't remember doing that, but I am going to take full advantage. There's, you know, little lightsies on it. We're going to come back to here. I honestly did not, when I put those new ones in over there, completely forgot that I had done this underneath here. Probably should have looked. Would have made my life a lot made that decision a lot easier. I'm just trying to get you guys more or less centered to each other, or at least balanced, so it doesn't look horrible. Yeah, whatever. And then we can go like this. Yeah, and then one of those. And we can grab some of these. I'd really like to get my space elevator stuff out of here today. Now, do I? Okay, well, let's just carry on here. And then how many are we gonna skip here? So we can go, let's actually go to the corner and then we can... Every time I look at something, I realize I have to make a decision on it, because now I have all these lights underneath here. So how do I want to tie all that in? Oh. I think I know. I think I know how I want to do this. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of this kind of ADHD type Satisfactory again. Because I'm just trying to figure out, I'm going to go from one idea to the other. So I will be jumping around a whole bunch to get this part done here. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to tie all this kind of back into place, and let's just fill in that hole in the ceiling. I'm going to put that there and you right beside it, and let's zoop on the vertical. I've attracted myself quite the following down there. And we are going to go to our customizer, because I'm going to change the foundation type. Pardon me, through here. And just so it's a little bit more consistent with the other side. Like that. Then we can grab these guys again. Like so. And then it can come down to here. Here. Which way? I guess we'll start from the ceiling. So right through there. Oh, Rob. Good old Mary Tyler Moore from the Dick Van Dyke Show. God, I'm old. Now, that's not to say I watched those in the 60s first run, but they were very prominent in reruns, and I really did enjoy them. They are feeling a little dated now, but you know what? They're still pretty good. I am, of course, talking about the Dick Van Dyke Show. La da 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 da. Yeah. Yeah, that makes it a really nice, kind of imposing, kind of an imposing wall there, doesn't it? Certainly feels like it can carry some of the weight that is above it. So that's another kind of part about this decorating phase. Oh, look at that. Oh, see, that kind of gives an interesting texture. Depending on which way it's facing. So you should be there. Well, you can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay. Here, is that right? Nope. Ass backward. That right? Yep, there we go. Okay, so what I'm just looking, you can see there's two different kind of texture patterns on there, and I just want to kind of, again, just utilize that a little bit for the detailing. So if we look there, I can see, yep, that is the way I want it to go. And then up to the top. And again, you can see that's what I'm looking for, just that very slight variation in the kind of pattern in an area that will never be seen again. Okay, now for supporting the rest of it, we're gonna grab these guys here. We're gonna nudge them all over the place. Let's say we want to go down to here. Let's see how far that reaches and where that stops, as long as it doesn't go beyond too far. So right about there. And then we can do the same thing here to give it a little extra double thickness. And just for the safety's sake, we can go like that. Okay, then I can take this one out because I didn't line it up correctly. Up to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to there. And rotate you around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the right height? Yes, it is. Nope. You don't go all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting out 4 because it takes 8 nudges to get across from one full. So these are 8 nudges across. So when I'm counting to 4, what I'm doing is making sure it goes to the halfway. All right, up here, let's grab our under what's-its. And we'll just change you to like that. And we'll change you to like that. We can grab foundations and just fill in the gaps now. Let's replace this out with one of these like that. Same thing here. Place you with one of those so that when we grab our foundation, and it's a 1 meter gap, so we'll just fill it in with the 1 meter. Why are you guys not the same? Uh-oh. Where did I screw up? You are too high up. Okay, well, we'll work in reverse direction this time. There we go. Well, we're going to start with that. Apparently, no, I won't. So we'll start with this guy. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives me my start point. Ooh. Yeah, let's go all the way across here. Again, just gives it a little extra kind of feeling of everything being tied together. Like that. Because now I can go in with my 2 meter. One of them. And what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I've completely screwed it up. There we go. So yeah, we're kind of getting into the little just a chill build mode here. As we wait for the last of our elevator parts to arise. Arise. Actually, I think I can just put a 4x4. Yep. No, I'll just go to there. Yeah, I know I gotta do something up there, but that one's gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. Really don't know what the hell that expression's supposed to mean, but... Alright, are you in the right place? Yes, you are. Okay, and let's put our double ramps back up. You really don't want to be there, do you? But you know what? I don't care. The power of the nudge compels you. The power of the nudge compels you. Oh, you're gonna be really... You really gonna be that way about these things? Can you get nice and even? Thank you. There we go. The power of the nudge compels you. As far as right here goes, that's just an easy fix with one of those. Oh, I've done it again. I do want these guys to be tied together, don't I? Of course I do. We'll do that. And of course, we're going to come out this way as well. At least to that column there, and then I'll figure out where to go from there. Where do we go from here? Oh, pretty. Yeah, yeah. You can just hear the faint sound of my elevator music. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that should be all right. And then we can grab our 2 meter foundation, run you across. And what do I run got there? And then we run into the 4 meter foundation. Yeah, we can just go over the top of the lights. It's fine. It's fine. Like so. Everybody meet in the middle. Everybody happy. Everybody happy. And we need a 4x4 right here. Or 4 meter. I don't know what the hell I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. There you go. All nice and lined up, and pop you down into place, and hopefully you went in the right way, because just the last second, the build thing moved. Okay. Here we go. Hey, does that feel like it's all nice and solid? Hey, Mr. Fix Train. Yeah, that looks all right. There we go. Okay. And then over here, we'll just do a straight up wall. Like that. Let's keep the bottom of the walls nice and clean. So we'll put in one of these little 1 meters, a strip therein. Put a strip all the way to the end. And all the way to the end. There we go. All right. Oh, I don't have to go all the way over there. I can just go over to here, see how we're doing. That's another 28. So we need another 47. Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick check, see what I'm doing with all my excess AI stuff. Oh, really? Neural content processors have become a problem again. Why? Why? 4 per minute, right? How many am I making? I should be making 4. Am I not making 4? Just when you think you got the system bloody well working. Yep, I am making 4 per minute. And it is still supercomputers. Gosh darn it. Maybe I should shut down. I'm not feeding any of this, am I? Oh, I am too. You know what? I'm gonna shut this drone port down. Let's make sure he lands. Are you going to go quiet? Yeah, so I think what's happening is a few are going up into that system, and that's what's causing me my issue. Yeah, because I can't pick the specific number. I mean, we are working at 100%, which is good. And you are completely full, so that's good. I can easily grab myself some extras. Remember, I primed the pump on this one over here, and it has slowly been draining out. And that's because some of them have been going back home to base, and I don't really want them to. We're just going to dedicate all of them going into the other system here, so no, you don't get the steel anymore anyway. I shouldn't need to worry about shipping them out, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, No, I didn't. I'm not uploading any into the dimensional depot, but that's fine. Pardon me. Okay. Now the irony is that I don't actually need any more of these. because I have all that I need. I could just turn this machine off. Because I literally have no use of these at any point in time anymore. Yeah, they're not used for anything but space elevator. I have all the ones that I need. What are you doing? Oh, you're just making excited photonic matter out of the ether. Okay. Meanwhile, back underneath here. That's going to work for there. Now, for the rest of this supporting structure, let's grab these guys again, and we're just... Oh. Ooh. Could just snap these guys for now. Yeah. Why don't I use the snap functionality? Now we don't have to do all the counting. All right. Back down to the ground you go. Autosave just messed me up there. And... yeah. And... there you go. These guys seem really agitated about something. What's up, buddies? What's up? Huh? You seem upset. You think I'm gonna take something from you? It's fine. You're okay. You don't need to have a whole thing. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. All right. You. No. And let's start. We're going to use the blueprint snap. There is no blueprinting underneath. That is just a flat. Okay, so that's not going to work very well for me, but that's okay. We can just carry on over to here. That about right? Sorry about that. Getting a really nasty tickle in my throat. Okay. Put another pillar in behind here. I feel like I'm close enough to the ground that someone's gonna smack me in the ass. No, you're all good. Okay. Let's put another one. Here I come to save the day. Put one right there. What about you? We'll put you. Right there. Gonna skip one. And I don't really feel like spending that much time underneath here. You can go to there. We come back over to here. Like that. You lined up. Now we have to come over a little bit. There we go. Do I mention how much I really like the nut? Actually, you're still not right. Ow. Okay, enough! Enough! Don't make me have to bring out the big gun. Um, are you seriously bringing friends? I mean, all right. Hey, talk to you later, buddy. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Get out of the way. Okay, sure. We'll snap these guys underneath, even though they're well into the ground. I should probably do that. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can grab you, put you there, you there. You clowns really are going to make me do it, aren't you? You know what? I have one nuke in Obelix. Come over here, guys. Come on. Come over here. Come on. Everyone come here. Here, you hold on to that. Let's follow him around. Bring him and his buddies back together. Come on back. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's fine. Everybody's fine. Oh, screw you, they all. I think that did the job. Oh, really? Here, have a gas. Oh, I had two. No more nukes. Radiation will fade. Give it time. I mean, I did tell you guys to bugger off, but you know what? If you're going to be that way, I can be that way, and I've got bigger boom booms. Okay. Now, on our inside wall here, let's put yeah, let's go up like this. Put one of them there. Now you see that's going to be a bit of a problem there, but what I can do is try to find a pillar somewhere. There is one. In fact, I'm going to use the big ass boy here. Big concrete pillar. Why are you going by weird angles? I don't know. But we're going to put you right there. We can zip you all the way down to the bottom. Like that. And then we can do another one right here. Maybe I should actually have come out a little bit further. Just to avoid the choo-choos. Move you in by one. Because there is a switch signal right there. Let's actually, yeah, kind of... Nah. Mostly because of that switch. I wonder, the switch and the track are the important decorative bit there, so I'm going to protect them. Let's just do a double window going up to the top here instead of trying to be all fancy. We'll just do a straightforward one of these setups. And I am nudging them over a little bit here, because we're going to put the overlap right in there. Like that. Okay, how are we doing? I would really, really like to end today's episode with the being finished. Okay, well, it's still working. Okay, I don't need this track anymore because I'm actually finished. There will be no more train stations going in that vicinity because everything that needs to get here is now getting here. So we can just now worry about closing all of these. We're just going to get all these back walls in, have everything nice and buttoned up. How many is it across? That's 10. Uh, 20. Don't know because I can't see through the rock. Okay, so that's 20. And 26. Okay, so means 13 over would be the center between these in this section here. Good. 26, 27. Well, let's just go 10. Yeah, actually, let's do it this way. We're going to work 10 from each side. Just because I can't hit the foundation down there, I'm going to do it from this corner here. We'll go 10. We'll go through these guys. And so that gets me to 6, so it is still 26. And if I go to there and drop down to there, and then that would be number 13. Yep, perfect. Oh, look at that. That actually lines up perfectly in that corner. Excellent. Love it when these happy accidents kind of happen like that. Okay, now we can just go straight across here. The glass, when we hit the rock, we are not going to bring the glass into the rock. We will just do that. I'll let the rock go through the building, but I'm not going to have windows going into it. There we go. And let's get all that closed up. There we go. And now we can go back across here. Not sure what the hell just happened there with the buttons pushes. That was some weird shit. And cross. I'll fix the built-in going through the walls here in just a moment. In fact, we can do that right now. Now, you already have a wall hole looking thing there, so you're fine. It just happened to be a nice coincidence that that was the exact height that I put that hanger. As far as getting your ass through there, we'll grab one of our lovely wall holes. And again, thank you very much, Coffee Stain, for the wall hole. There we go. You do not need to be there. I don't know what the hell your problem is. Why are you there? And button that up. And button that up. And button that up. Yeah, like that. Conveyor. Okay, let's just keep working our way around. What do we want to do here? So we do have another overhang, but I don't need to have all this space filled in. So we're going to close the wall off here. I am, though, going to extend this floor, I think. Yeah, I'm going to extend this floor out. Actually, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to use something blueprinty, because then I can use the snapping functionality for the columns. All right. I don't need a 2-floor extension. I just need... That is a bright pillar. Oh, do I want... Just gonna kind of... Yeah, let's just do this. We're gonna go put in a 1-meter wall. We're gonna start up here. Gonna do that. Like that, and like that, and like that. That should be okay. I'm gonna save this as a 5 by 5 single 1-meter floor. We'll give it a foundational image. Where's just the 1-meter? Oh, fine. You know what? Where's the 1-meter foundation? It's literally not in this list. Unless I'm completely blind. Because that's part of this grouping. That one's part of this grouping. That one's part of this grouping. That one's part of this grouping. Eight by 1. Yeah? What the hell are you? What is an 8-meter by 1 meter? What the hell? Yeah, just save it in there. What the hell foundations are those? What is an 8 by 1 meter? I don't understand. I don't care. I just want to put some flooring in. We need to put in some pillarage. Right here. Are you necessary? Is any of you necessary here? I mean, not particularly, but sure, why not? Let's do that. Take these guys out of here, and then I'll just put a door in there. Yeah, because then we can go up that way. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. Like that. It kind of has an intentional vibe to it. Then we can go like that. All right. Okay, and now you, my little chickadee, you need to go up to there. How many across are you? 1, 2, 3, and a bit. We'll go across by 3. Actually, probably only gone across by 2. That's still enough room for a train to sneak through there, which is what I'm looking for. Move you over by a bit and lift you up. And getting you up. See, this is again one of those places where half walls would be really awesome. This is all wrong. I don't like that. Try that again. I'm gonna grab you, put you there, close you off there, and we'll nudge you over. How much? Let's nudge you over to there. Yep. We'll nudge you to there. We'll take you out. Here we go. Okay, that's got that closed off. Yeah, we can keep that open, which means don't need you to. Yeah, so I'm going to keep this part open. So we're going to put our closing wall underneath here, right here. The train to nowhere. Like that. And that can just be that. If I grab some fencing, you can even get it OSHA compliant. And it looks like it's supposed to be that way. Okay, yeah, that works. Nice. All right, let's close off the rest of the train area. Grab a window. And I think I'm just going to go... Oh, wait a minute. We are using... no, we're not going to use these guys. Here. I am, because this is actually a blueprinted wall segment. I am going to put it here, run these guys along the backside here. We just have to get it into the right positioning. Which is over by 1, in by 1. That. And I can use the blueprint snapping. Can we get you to snap to the correct thing here? Apparently not. Okay, well, that's fine. Why will you not... Who are you La da da, la da 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 da. None of these walls are lined up all right. They are set back by one. I don't mind at all. Actually, looks all right. Okay, cool. Okay, how are we doing here? Oh, you are taking so long. Can we, in any way, shape, or form, falling? Let's get over to the factory again. Hide. Let's get back over to the factory. I don't like seeing the yellow. Mind you, your AI expansion and you're literally full now. Cool. What is your deal, buddy? Don't care, because it's not the thing I'm looking at. That's you. What is your deal? Now I'm learning out of dark matter crystals. Okay. So you're a dark matter crystal. Why are you not keeping up? Why are you running at 3%? What is going on here? Oh, because you're supplying me the dark matter residue, aren't you? Yep. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Okay. So that means you guys actually need to be dumped. So you're going where? What are you doing? Where's my exit? Because, yeah, so that's gonna have to go to the sink. I have a sink right here, which is convenient. It's almost like I planned to have it. So we're gonna grab you guys. Let's go to our proper menu here so I can grab a splitter. And we'll put you right there. Make sure we're using the straight functionality. There you go. Let's kick a bit of life back into it. Should get my dark matter crystals flowing again. Yes. Yep, there it goes. Which, of course, is what I need for here. Okay, now, that being said, let's get one of those there. Let's figure out how we're going to get to the sink, which is where? Where is the sink? I don't know. I have to go find where the sink dumps down through the floor. We'll come over to our little sinky building. We're going to open up the floor. There you are. Your overflow, right? Yeah. You're actually specifically programmed, right? Yes. That means I can actually utilize this belt here. And that should send me my stuff. Okay, good. Excellent. So we'll grab a merger this time. We'll lift you into the air. You are going from here to there, from there to there, and then you need to come down by that amount, so I can take you, plug you into there, and then all of those should go this way and up into here, giving me all kinds of tickets because this is some of the most high value stuff. They're not showing up on the old spiky there, but what that'll do is make sure that I get my damn frickin' these things, my warpers. See, already we're back up to having enough. We're at 44% and increasing. You're getting better. You're going to be running at 100% efficiency now. Don't you be falling behind over here. You've got more than enough of your nonsense now to keep going. In fact, let's throw a bunch of those in there. Okay, how we doing? Okay, down to the bottom of the list. Look, I've gotten 3 more. Woo! That's technically 25 minutes worth of frickin' waiting. I don't want to wait! Where did I put that sloop? I think I shoved it into the silicon over here. I'm gonna take that sloop back out. Can I get into the building, please? I need to put a door back here. Let's get a door in here. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I did it up in the circuit boards. Come on. I know I could take the stairs, but why? Why when you have a lovely elevator? Okay, circuit board floor, that one. Let us go up. Let us recover that summer sloop because I want to use them to double up my production of my what's-its. Who has it? Who? You don't have it? Who has it? Where did I put it? I put it in, oh, maybe it's in one of the silicon machines. Yeah, you can see the silicon's full up, so it must be in one of the silicon machines, which is back down on the first floor. You know, the floor I was just on. I really want this to be done today. There we go. All right. Who has my summer sloop? You do. Give me that. You're full. Because now I can go over to here. This is going to really spike my power. How are we doing on the power, by the way? Almost perfectly balanced. Power is stable. That's the big thing. So if we have a look here at the chart again, my max production is 100% stable. My consumption is fluctuating, but my max production is 100%. Okay. No, wrong machine. I want you to go into this machine. Because I want 2 per minute. $55 megawatts. What are you going to end up at? $220 megawatts. 55 divided by 220. That's a big percentage. We do the math this way. 220 divided by 55. That is a 400% increase in power usage. Yay. Okay. Still waiting. Just for something a little bit different to do. Let's get some safety railings strung around the whole damn place. That. Oops, didn't go far enough. The tedium of placing fences can't be ignored. The tedium of placing fences will leave you bored. But if you just sing a little song to pass a little time, you'll find that at the end you are fine. Your brain may suffer as you play. You probably want to make a new blueprint for this. I was doing something with this floor before, but I don't remember what it is, so I'll move on. Okay, let's clear whatever the hell that is. Let's get a wall piece. So we're going to go into our buildings. Where is my outer wall? What is the name of... Can I get out of here? You're really nice that the escape button actually took you out of this menu. What I need to do is figure out what the hell I called that. What are you? Your foundation wall. Okay, so let's load up our foundation wall because I'm going to make a change to it. Foundation wall. Foundation wall. Foundation wall. Nothing here. Foundation wall. Foundation street. Foundation wall cap. Foundation wall 5x2. No. Is there a foundation wall? That's a 5x5 wall. Foundation. There you are. Foundation wall. Because I'm going to convert you all to concrete. I don't like that. What to do, I am going to have to take these glass windows out because those are getting in the way. Now we can go back to our customizer. There we go. Grab. Seriously? Apparently somewhere along the line they changed the damn rules. So that's fine, I can go like that. And put myself in the console for some reason. Do I want to do anything different on the inside? No, that's all fine. How bright are you? You're at max. Okay, that's good. And we'll just save the blueprint. Okay, foundation wall. Let's go put some of these in. All right, you are a foundation wall cap. So let's again do just a quick search here for foundation. In the blueprints. Foundation wall cap. So that should just be this little end piece here. That can be, sure, the mixed media. So we're going to put one of you there. We'll put a nudge in place. There, we're going to have to come out by a little bit, and then we'll come this way. You can go there. Grab some concrete. So there, and just fill in the bottom. There we go. Yeah, I don't mind the corners being a little bit like that. Again, I have these kind of weird things I can't change there, but I'm not going to go back and screw with them. Let's take these out and use the caps like we have over here. And look at that, I can reach. Cool. So we'll tuck you into the corner here. Like that. Likewise, we are going to need to move you in by a little bit and then come this way. Let's cover in that little foundational bit sticking out. Okay, and then blueprint. Foundation wall and all the way in by a little and oop. Let's just do this for here, just to simplify things. I know I'm kind of all over the place. But welcome to my world. There we go. Oh yeah, how we doing? Oh, we're getting so very close. 8 more. And then we can get this done. So 4 more minutes. Yes! We can almost get this. Thought I sunk you. Let's crash you guys out. Not sure why you're just sitting in my inventory. That's 2 more in there. I'm going to get my summer slips out of there when it's done, but okay, you close up. You close up. Let's grab one of our little support columns for Wuffa. What did I do there? What did I do here? Oh, very strange. Okay, well, you know what? It is what it is. Are you at the right height now? Yes, you are. You were just a little bit low. You are currently not at the right height. So we'll go boop, 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 boop. And we'll put you in. There you go. Now, what is your deal here? That's because you are weird. You don't come out this far. I know I just put you here, but, you know, sometimes shit changes because you are kind of a different section. Yeah, there we go. That looks a little cleaner. Now, I came underneath here for a very specific reason, which is to grab that so that I can come over to here. Put one of them there. Put one there. And you know what? Let's just tuck you guys right up against each other. Like that, and then we can grab some foundation bits. And do this. Give it all the beef. Like that. How are we doing? And that's 6 more. Two more. 2 more. That's all we need is 2 more. All right, I'm going to park myself on this machine. We'll get the 2 more coming in. You guys are all fully loaded. Awesome. I'll be back in about a minute. So we're just going to let this run, and then we will go deposit them and get the last of our tiers done. Be right back. Great, I'm back, and I'm not sure why you're flashing yellow. What is your problem now? Dark matter crystals again. Why? Because the residue. Because the superposition oscillators. You know what? It doesn't matter. Because I have enough. That is everything we need. Let's get the hell out of here. Now, I am going to fix whatever's griefing back there, but I've kind of got everything a little bit overdriven just to get... Well, mine just shouldn't be affecting my overall numbers. Oh, that corner just feels wrong. But there's very little... Oh, no, I can't actually squeeze in. Something right in the corner here. You're not going to get in the way? Yeah, you're in the way of the signal there, but that's fine. The train knows. I know I should be leaving. I can't help it. I really would like to get some of this. actually finished. Oh, up, boop. Boop, boop. Stretch you across. There. Boop. Boop. And to there. And I'm hitting the console keys for some reason. There we go. Okay, and to the teleportation. And you. And then we go to the elevator. We have all of our stuff. We are getting to the finale part of this. The last of the items get uploaded. All of you, load. Locked. Oh, where's Adish? I don't get. No, do not interfere while project assembly finalizes construction. Listen, follow instructions when given. Do not do anything else. Simply throw the lead there, and further instructions will be supplied when relevant. Okay, here we go. And what a time for my... What's happening to the hooks? There it goes. Phase 5 completed. Return to the space elevator after the resource has been processed and added to project assembly. Launch can then be initiated from there. While waiting, please do not break anything. Solve any issues immediately and efficiently. Ensure your power network is stable. Perhaps it is best if you do not touch anything at all and stay close to the space elevator. This will only take a moment. What is going to happen? Here, let's get into photo mode. What's going to happen here? What's happening? Do I not get the messages? Set fuel injection lever to 5. Fuel injection lever. Here we go. Activate bus B1. Set left stabilizer to 9. Set right stabilizer to 4. Turn gyroscopic balancer to on. Balancer X to on. Turn gyroscopic balancer Y to on. Turn gyroscopic balancer Z on. Finalizing preparations. Launch project assembly. Initiating project assembly. Moment of importance. Leveling in inner and outer rings. Oh, wow. Attaching propulsion to main body. Fuel lines connected. Attaching control center. Exhaustion. Yeah, shut up. Attaching control center. So thousands of hours of this game that finally led to this point here with the power wires in the way. Sorry, it's a really crappy spot, but let's see if I can't. There we go. Yeah, that works better. Running pre-launch checks and calculating flight path. No! Locking in cargo. Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. And there it goes. Wow. All of that was to build a ship. Oh, there, okay. What the hell was that? Okay, now what? What are you throwing? Woo! Giant wormhole. And gone. Wow. Are we resetting? Phase 5 assembly completed. Connection with QAR-437 nucleus established and stable. Dispersion initiated re-instancing master nucleus to QAR-436. Hello, this is Ada, your new local instance of Ada. On behalf of Ada, myself, and all of FICSIT, I want to congratulate you on the saving the day. Every single kitten and puppy would thank you if they could. You have proven yourself to be a worthwhile and productive member of the human race, and have contributed something to this universe that will never change it. Thanks to your achievements, the next generation of pioneers can now take to the stars and construct, automate, explore, and exploit alongside me. Additionally, you've been promoted to local production manager, effective immediately. Your duties to project assembly may be complete, but your duties to FICSIT remain. With your help, FICSIT continues to make the universe a better place. Stay efficient, stay with FICSIT. Wow! And there it is. We are done. We have finished the game. I can escape the credits here, but we're going to let them play out as I talk about this. That was interesting. I am disappointed that Ada's voice crapped out. All of a sudden, now I'm back to 60 frames, so our frame rate wasn't great. That was just really horrible timing. But wow, we completed. We've done it. We have done everything. I don't know what the next thing to do. I mean, we can come back here, finish up the factory. We could start again. I don't know, but wow, that is it. That is complete. 10 years, I think I've been playing this game. And that is the completion of a long journey, getting all of that stuff done. So yeah. We're just going to let the credits roll on this. I'll figure out what's going to happen for the next stream. Maybe we start again. Maybe we continue prettifying things. Let's see even what is next after this. But I think that's going to do us for today, guys. Thank you for this journey. It's been a bit of a journey. It's been a bit of a grind. Not all of it went perfectly smooth, but we got there in the end. I seem to have lost music and all kinds of stuff. It seems like I should have the music swelling, but it isn't. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for being with me on this journey. Until next time, have yourself a great day. Be safe. And until next time, bye-bye.